Hello, everybody, and wouldn't you know, we had a creeper attack. This is why I usually don't play outside of peaceful. It's fine, though. It's fine. We just gotta fix it. It blew up. Oh, actually, not fine. It blew up the water source. So I gotta fix that real quick. I mean, not. It's not terribly important, but let's see. So that means we gotta get our water bucket. We gotta build some infrastructure so it doesn't just fall. And I was just trying to upload the last video. It just snuck up on me. Oh, actually, wait. It didn't get the water source blocked. Never mind. We're good. Although we don't have enough dirt. So, there we go. All right. I mean, luckily it didn't kill me. Oh, did it break my armor? We gotta watch the helmet because that is gonna be a factor going into the nether if I don't have gold. All right. I also noticed that there's a block missing over there now. I don't know how that happened because I swear I'm not mining any of the wall. I think that's even yet another block that an Enderman might have took, but that is like, yeah. And so, because I saw some little zombies escaped. Oh, there's a witch. Anyways. That would be really interesting if they programmed that to like have Endermen strategically remove blocks from your defenses. Like if you're trying to capture mobs or whatever. So, anywho, so we have that. I guess you keep doing this because I was trying to get bone meal to grow wood, to have fuel, to smelt things. Oh, but also for trapdoors too. So we could do the bamboo, but like it takes. Well, let's do exactly that. Let's take a look. So let's get some bamboo. Because you have to transform the bamboo into bamboo blocks, which I believe it's 9 per a block. That sounds right, because that's what I'm pretty sure most blocks are made out of. Like blocks of lapis, blocks of redstone, blocks of diamond, blocks of gold. And then you gotta make it into planks, and then the planks into trapdoors. Or can you, yeah, you can do trapdoors. I was just thinking about that. Like they have the whole new set of stuff. You got trapdoors, you got the slabs, all things bamboo. Because we have them right here. We got the slabs, we got the trapdoors. So, yeah, so 3 stacks. 3 stacks. Yeah, 21. Because it takes 9. And now we're going to get that 42 again. We were talking about last episode or whatever that was. Yep. So, interesting. Anyways, so we've got that, and then we make trapdoors. I'm trying to think. It's actually 16, 16, 16, and 16, so 64. That'll make more sense here in a little bit, but let's go ahead and feed this thing. Ah! Oh! Okay. But also, where did that Enderman go? I thought just aiming at it would have attacked him. And we were just talking about like making arrows and stuff. Let's see. Oh, hello. Ah, come back here. Almost got me. Oh, now you're stuck in there. Oh, it's like fingers on a chalkboard. Oh, that's dangerous. Ow. Okay, whatever. It's not even worth it. We're going to bed. All these skeletons running up on me and whatnot. Wasting my arrows. Oh, that was a... that sounded really close. Okay. This one sounds close too. It's like they've somehow got in here, but it's like totally enclosed. So. Oops. Didn't mean to break it. But, oh yeah, come here. Nothing. All right. Okay. Oops. I was like, is that the witch? That sounds new. That was interesting. All right, so basically bamboo. We can do bamboo, but that, yeah, 3 stacks of it makes what, 20? I'm not sure what would be a better investment time-wise. I mean, we're already this far. Let's just make all the trapdoors. We'll do one run of a mob grinder on camera. I don't know. Maybe I'll just build the whole thing. Depends. Having discussions with myself. uh, you know, and the other thing, just listening to like music and stuff, and I want to get into like analyzing movies and just the human stuff, human entertainment. It's all made by people for people. Like, I don't know, just yeah. And everything's temporary except for death. That's the biggest thing to remember. I mean, and to keep in mind too. Like this whole stuff, like wars and everything. Just guns. They need to just disappear. At one point, we'll get to that point. But like, I mean, I still support 2A rights. Like, I don't think we're there yet. I mean, you know, people might still this and that, whatever. But overall, I think we're moving past that point. And I don't know what'll get us there. Like, we got to get to a point where we can actually trust each other to not try to deceive us and manipulate us and take advantage of us. In order to get to there, we need to get basically the average realistic expectation, or the average expectation needs to be realistic on what is acceptable and what is desirable. Because, you know, like, sorry, just a frame of reference, like way back in the day, chubbier people were more desirable because they had enough food to keep them fat. So, like, that was actually, you know, attractive. So, and now it's more like the physically fit, you know, or, I mean, to a point. It's like a mixture between physically fit and then, honestly, I personally like more like thicker, but, sorry, acting like it's like some kind of like off a menu, but no, I mean, and there's still something to be said for that too, because like on a biological level, you know, we're driven to like, can they bear a good child? Like, you know, is that a good idea to pursue that? Like, you know, is that worth it? So, well, it's weird saying it like that, but that's really what's going on, like in your mind, like at the core. You're like, you know, how do I make a good family? How do I provide for that family? Those are like our main driving factors. Like, of course, there's also, you know, how do I provide for myself? The survival is still at the base of that, and you need to do the oxygen mask. That's where, you know, take care of yourself before you take care of others, or at least to a point, because you also can't become paralyzed where you don't start thinking of others, because that's how we get into these messes of just like inwardly focused people aren't thinking that their needs are getting met, and so then they try to like fill voids with like, just money, fame, whatever, and take shortcuts. Depending on how much or how bad they feel that they're falling behind. Or I've heard the fear of missing out, FOMO, is kind of a driving factor too, which it makes sense. I mean, there's that whole thing where like people, if they think that they're missing out, they might be a little more frantic. They might be like, wait a minute, like, whether it's because it goes back to the whole your needs basically. But now that we've got surviving pretty much down, we kind of attune that to wants too. I don't know. Yeah, there's that. I think it's Beatles or maybe the Stones, but you can't always get what you want. But if you try, sometimes you just might find you get what you need. Actually, I don't even know who that was. It was probably horribly offensive to my older peers, but my older colleagues. But like, oh no, that was a big fall. I was not expecting that. So dangerous. Can we? There we go. And we have quite a bit of bamboo. Let's actually do one. Wow, we kind of wandered a ways over here. Let's see. Fail. Why can't I run? Wait, that's weird. My run's not working. That is what? Because usually they'll be running in the corner if you're running, and I feel like this is the same as just moving. Oh man, I gotta figure that out. Oh well. That is not a lot. Okay, let's get this out of there. Oh, what do I want to heal? Yeah, I think we need to do the whole 9 yards. We need to do enchanting table. That really bothers me now. I can't. Oh, that's why. It was a logical thing. I didn't have enough food, so you can't run if you run out of food. Also, there we go. Okay. Jeez. All right. All that to say, I was going to plant some more bamboo closer to the thing, but it's because it's kind of like sparse here. Like this could be better utilized. Which actually, it's funny because I kind of need to eat in real life, and so I think I'm going to go do that. Take a break after this, but oh, or like I said, maybe do stuff off camera. I don't know. 'Cause the more mundane stuff, if I don't have something like to talk about, just like kind of anybody could go do that. But all right, so we have the. Oh wait, that's right. We were doing trapdoors. They're so expensive. So we only have 62. We're still too shy to even do one layer of the mob grinder. So back to get more bamboo. I mean, we did put in that work to get the dispose, or what is that? The composter setup going, but that's all right. It's kind of hard to grow jungle trees. I think I've said that before because you don't always get like. Well, it's just harder to get the saplings out of them. Oh, let's feed the pandas. Why not? Angry panda. Tag on. There you go. You too. I mean, I think they would have eaten the ones that are on the ground anyway, because they just kind of wander around and pick them up. But it's still nice to just do. Well, and that's important to point out too. Like, I mean, you could think about there's a meme. Why do you always say please? Oh, it's just nice, or just you never know. And then the robots are taking over, and they're saying to each other, one's like, "Don't or spare that one. He was always nice," or something like that. But really, it's just good policy. Like, just try to be kind, and then do what you can, but then also don't overextend yourself. Like, because that's where some people mess up too. Is like they'll give and give and give, and they don't understand that people in desperate times, or actually just people in general, a lot of times might not understand realistic expectations. Wow, we went way up high. um, Actually, we need like two more stacks. Oh, we don't need, but it would be a good idea. Oh, also that looks cool. Like, I love it. It looks like a cobblestone street or something, or a sidewalk, or like something you'd see in a city. It's awesome. All right. Oh, and I even have this like quote unquote bamboo farm right here. I forgot about. Makes it kind of easier when it's all bunched like this, because then you can just kind of like just keep slicing, just slowly turn. Wait, do I have enough for? Yeah, I'm gonna. Oops. Oh, no. There we go. Put this somewhere out here. There we go. Make it just really weird and random. Because then, as we're harvesting this bamboo, we can just convert it into blocks and planks all right out here. So, although I gotta be careful because mobs can sneak up behind us. Mostly because I need to light up the hillside. But with that in mind, all right. So, yeah, look at all those stacks and stacks that we have, and that's going to translate to like not even two stacks of that. But I mean, you do get a good return there. So at least it doesn't further degrade. Like you get lower and lower returns. All right. Trapdoors. Now we've got plenty. We've even got enough for 2 layers. All right, cool. So we need trapdoors, water bucket, campfires. That's right. We were starting to do that. I saw something in here. Where'd they go? Yes, 23 of them, as a matter of fact. Now, where do we want to put this? Oh, we also need ladders, too. So, for that, we could take the rest of this bamboo, turn it into sticks. Ooh, actually, I think I just used a bunch of... Ah, whatever. Now, ladder. Wait. Oh, there it is. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's only sticks. That's why it's so nice. Like, anyways. We're probably going to need more than that, too. And we need a ton of cobblestone. Oh, this kind of fits too because the jungle temples are just cobblestone in the middle of jungles, and so we've got this jungle. We've got bricks here. Let's see. I'm thinking we should like either here, maybe not. Well, what am I picking up? More bamboo? Oh yeah, because it could have fallen over here. No, maybe right here. Just make this like the collection area. Let's see. So we do have some dirt. Hmm. I actually just realized I kind of messed that up. I mean, not a big mistake, but let's see. Oh, and we need hoppers. So go to sleep. So basically, we need some wood and because you need at least 2 chests, but then you need 4 hoppers. So even though those 4 chests that I have in my inventory now, those will just turn into hoppers, and then I still need more wood to build chests for those hoppers to feed into, because basically all of the stuff that the mobs will drop will be collected by all that. So let's do that. And then, oh no. Huh. Like sometimes they spawn to where they start taking damage, like they spawn inside blocks. I haven't seen a cat or ocelot do that, but I've seen an iron golem do that, where they spawn in and they accidentally, or I don't even know how it works, like, and they're conflicting with another block. Wait, what were we getting? We needed wood for these stupid torch sounds. Like, it sounds like a creeper. Um, chests. So, chests and 1, 2, 3, 4 hoppers. So now we can go ahead and start building like the base of it. So, instead of dirt, we just have the 2 chests, and the entire thing is going to be resting on these 2 chests. And then I think that works. Usually I have them all go into one, but let's test this out, because I think that should work, because they're both going to the same chest. That looks cooler. It's all symmetrical. But anyways, and that's why when you crouch, you gotta do that so you can point it to it, because this hopper is gonna, well, let's see. Well, either way, that hopper, we could just do this. Will feed into this one, and then that will feed into here. And then same thing, we could, oops. Oh. Just put stuff in there. That feeds into here. And then that feeds into here. All right, cool. Instant testing and confirmation that this mechanic works. Awesome. All right. Take my iron back. Okay, so that's the bottom of it. And then, do we have any more dirt? Yeah, a little bit. All those torches. Let's see. And also, as I was thinking, we need a way to get all the way up, but the mob grinder is actually going to be a little too big for this area. Or it has to go up high enough to clear that. And really, you need it high, so high. Wow. Ooh. Sorry, as we're talking about trying to gather arrows and such. Okay. Oh, we need glass, too. Okay. Where'd the campfires go? Really? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we're gonna need to do dirt. And campfire, 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 campfire. And wait, I need to look at it. Yes. So basically, yeah. Like I wasn't done. And here we go. Okay. I like to just make the last couple so you can see the mobs. I mean, it's kind of messed up, but at the same time, like, you can see what's in there. Like, you don't, I mean, you gotta be careful. Like, because there could be some witches in there, or, I mean, well, the creeper, or whatever. Because, like, everything except for the Enderman, well, not everything. The slime blocks don't really go in here, unless you're in a swamp biome, which we are not. I still love that mountain. So cool. Anyways. So, and then from there, how many it is, but we only need like what, 1, 2, 3 to get higher than that. So let's see, 1, maybe 4. Okay, yeah. So if we wanted to make it connected with that, because every time I build one of these, like I try to make it to where they fall and they take damage, but really they'll take damage from the fireplace. Oh, and actually, did I do that right? Well, anyways. So you gotta be careful because you don't want to. As I say that, you don't want to fall down there. Actually, how am I gonna keep going up here? I have the ladders. That'll work for now. But because eventually, once I get it figured out, I'm gonna have like one ladder going up the entire side. There we go. Okay. Now this next part's kind of aggravating. Well, let's see. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll just keep building up from there. We just won't do this arm of the spoke for the first one, basically. So by that I mean, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to say. Basically, that's how long it takes water to stop. So, and actually, a way that we could test it, which I'm having deja vu, like I did that too. But let's go find a place, get your water, dig out like, let's see. And there you go. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks, and then it stops. So you notice there, if we were to keep like doing that, the water wouldn't actually flow over the edge and put out the campfires there. So go ahead and take our water back. Ooh, we do need an infinite water source though. So we need 2 buckets to really. I mean, it makes it a lot easier to build the grinder if you have 2 buckets. But already that looks pretty cool. We're gonna have a giant structure there, and it's gonna go like up for a ways. It's gonna be that wide, but like the back, yeah. I thought we did have 2 buckets, but if not, we at least have plenty of iron now, so we can just make more. All right. Oh yeah, we have way too much stuff. Let's go put the iron back. Oh, there we go. Well, basically, That is gonna look cool. Well, it is kind of congested here, but that's basically the mob grinder. Like, we'll build it up, and then these spokes will have water running towards the middle, and then I'll build in the corners of these platforms, and then I'll cover them basically, and then each section has those spawnable surfaces to where, and we're gonna need a lot of slabs too. But anyways, yeah. Well, I'll wait to finish the mob grinder into the next one. If I do anything off camera, it'll just be like hunting for diamonds or something. Because like, actually, maybe I'll do that because we need diamond armor for the Nether, and that could be pretty boring. And I don't have enough to talk about for all that. So, all right. Until the next one, I will see you there. Ta ta.